Last game is tonight, and I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon, but now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuses.
Let's take them back.
What a beautiful view of the Central Business District, lining up the night here in Dallas, Texas. It's a Western Conference battle here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair, as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Suns will end the road trip here before heading back. Here's Knight, 9 points last game. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk to head coach Rick Carlisle. They're facing a team that they've yet to beat this season, 2 losses. And I asked him what they needed to do to turn it around. He said, quote, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting points on the board, and we've got to find a way to be effective despite their shot blocking. Even if we shoot a few more jumpers, if we can crash the boards, we'll create some good opportunities. Guys, they need to break through and grab a win here today.
All right, Doris, thank you. Taking on a defense like the one they're facing today has certainly got their attention.
You know, you have to watch film on them for a few minutes to see how sturdy they are defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no surprise they spent the bulk of their preparations getting their offensive game plan in place and ready to roll. Let's see how the Suns have performed over the last few weeks. Second in three-point field goal percentage. Fourth in field goal percentage. And they're in the top third in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
You know, you go back to their three-point field goal percentage, some true dead eyes on their roster, no doubt. And that's such a luxury offensively. They have been absolutely lights out.
Now, here's Barea. He's guarded by Knight. Now Barea. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Harris off the drive. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Villanueva's got his second basket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Harris passes to Barea. Here's Parsons. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. So it's Phoenix now. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys. And they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
Here's Lure. And another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Lure's got his first bucket in this one.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Knight against Anderson. It's Knight with the drive. From 13 feet, it goes down. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Barea dishes to Anderson. Now here's Parsons. Defense is right there. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
There's the pick. Knight into the lane. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
For Dallas, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. It always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked, really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's Parsons. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And when you look at the Mavs, they have always built through free agency, still tinkered with the roster this season to get into a position to compete. Not having any lottery picks for so long has hampered their youth and development.
The Mavericks leading. Barea kicks to Harris. On the wing, Harris. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Knight, guarded by Barea. Knight passes to Freak. Phoenix, no good that time either. Here's Barea. Sees the alley-oop. That's tipped. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA. Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like that adjust to the long NBA schedule?
Well, you know, Kevin, they're going to give their teams the best chance to win no matter what the circumstance is. If that means playing young guys extended minutes, then all systems go. I mean, that's what being a pro is all about.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
I like that. Or handball
either
well.
one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Freak in at small forward. Chandler out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Booker in at the shooting guard position. The Suns making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. And so it's Dallas with it. Barea kicks to Pachulia. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Pachulia. Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas. The Suns shooting just 31% in the game. There's the screen. Bledsoe dishes to Freak. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. The Suns #1.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Free throw good, Freak. And both free throws good from Freak. quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He ended with 13 points, and there didn't seem to be much you could do to stop him, shooting efficiently from both the field and the foul line. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Dallas?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Passes it to Morris. He dishes it to Freak. Nice D from Nowitzki.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Matthews, no good. Suns trail by 4. And when you watch Wes Matthews, you see he's just a fantastic perimeter defender, Clark. He can match up well at either the 2 or the 3.
His combination, Kevin, of length and strength and lateral movement make him an outstanding defensive player. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Freak passes to Bledsoe. Chandler is screened. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And for Matthews, you know, he knows that he's a strong defender. And so last year, his claim was that he was the best 2-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Pachulia.
Listen, he has a chance to be considered the best 2-way player at his position, and not sure if he is the clear-cut winner of that debate, but he is in the conversation.
Good D by Bledsoe. Suns trail by 4. Pass to Freak. Down low, here's Tucker, and count it. 2 points with a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Watching P.J. Tucker, he does all the little things for you, plus some big ones as well. Ever since he came into the league, Clark, he's been a tremendous glue guy.
Yeah, he's a Velcro guy. You don't want him handling the ball a bunch or launching a lot of threes, but he's physically imposing, and he gives you what he's got. You know the effort is always going to be there with him.
Bledsoe kicks to Freak, and Tucker has it in the corner. Left side Chandler, and stolen by Williams. And pushing it up is Dallas. The Mavericks again in transition. A nice shot by Barea. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points. And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. How's the last month of basketball been for him?
They're
Getting around 12 points a game.
Way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt.
Still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Suns trail by 3.
And talking about P.J. Tucker, he's really played the same role the past 3 seasons. Excellent inside-out defender, tremendous rebounder for his size, and he really plays within his limitations, taking only shots he can make and also not turning the ball over. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Floats one, and Williams pays it in. Williams has got 6.
You know, it's funny, we talk about glue guys like Tucker being instrumental to winning the championship, but it's really about trying to find the best guys at what they do. And the case can be made that Tucker is one of the best in the NBA at what he does.
And it's Freak missing.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Williams for three. Bledsoe with the rebound. The Suns trailing. The feed now to Freak. Over in the corner, Warren. It's tipped. Morris a screen. Here's Freak. No good. Good D by Williams. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Barea dishes to Williams. With the teardrop.
And you know, one thing about Darren Williams, he used to get to the charity stripe at will. At the height of his career, he's averaging almost 6 free throws.
And so that's the end of the first half. The Mavericks on top, up by 10. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
Yo, you better. I'm about to pop a blood vessel up in here. Stand losing like this. Yo, if he needs any suggestion on what we can change, he can come to me. Because I've been keeping the list all half. It's about 5 pages long at this point.
Well, thank you for your time, Kevin. We'll see what the rest of the league has to say about that.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great. The second half just about to get going here. And for Zaza Pachulia. And Barea subbed in for Dirk Nowitzki. And a change for the Suns. Freaks checked in for P.J. Tucker. Matthews out there with Chandler Parsons. Then there's Charlie Villanueva. Then there's Darren Williams. And it's Barea in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Suns trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Freak passes to Chandler. Morris. Charlie Villanueva grabs the miss. Villanueva's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Williams against Knight. Freak kicks to Morris. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Williams against Knight. They set the pick. It's Williams with the drive. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas. Knight dishes to Freak. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Freak's got 7 points. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Barea kicks to Matthews. Right side, Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Kicks it to Morris. Feeds it to Freak. Trying his luck deep. No luck. And it's Dallas the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Dallas leading by 10. Outside Matthews. Screen by Villanueva. Matthews into the lane. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Okay, Dallas, now stepping onto the court for your entertainment are the Dallas Mavericks dancers.
And what hot hands have been coming from the ranks of the small forwards this past month. A look at the leading shooting percentages for those players. Freak third.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Pachulia, he's checked in for Villanueva. Anderson comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Harris subbed in for Williams. No good from Booker.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the three as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
Take a look at what Parsons been doing. 9 points and 2 rejections.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
And Chandler Parsons really set off a Texas rivalry last year. Drafted by the Rockets in the second round, he received an offer sheet in free agency from the team's rival, the Dallas Mavericks. Eventually chose Dallas, injured in the playoffs, hurt a knee, only played the one game. But I think they've got great things ahead for him with the Mavs.
Yeah, Parsons was a restricted free agent, so that meant the Rockets could match if they wanted to, but they declined to match Dallas's offer, which sent Parsons packing just up the road in Texas.
Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Lure. Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Now here's Barea. He's tightly guarded. Here's Parsons. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Parsons got 13.
You know, back to the topic of Parsons' free agency, the offer from the Mavs was 3 years, $46 million. Houston didn't want to go that high, so they reluctantly let Parsons leave. Ultimately, Houston filled Parsons' small forward role with the signing of Trevor Ariza. Not bad.
And it's Freak missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Parsons passes to Barea. There's the screen. Back to Parsons. Launches a three. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. 16 points for Chandler Parsons.
And talking about the Texas showdown over Parsons last year, even his teammates got involved. After Parsons left, James Harden reacted saying that Dwight Howard and Harden were the cornerstones of the Rockets. But that's probably nothing compared to the rivalry that the two teams' ownerships felt.
Barea, no good.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Knight dishes to Freak. It's stolen by Harris. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And guys, over the last 2 seasons, Devin Harris has been a backup point guard, but one could argue that he's outperformed the guys that are directly ahead of him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. I mean, Harris came back to the team.
A different look for Dallas. Parsons checked in for Anderson. Matthews comes in for Harris. And Deron Williams is subbed in for J.J. Barea. And the Suns here with a different look. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Alex Len. Markieff Morris comes in for Warren. Freaks checked in for Booker. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Brandon Knight. Setting the floor for the Suns. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with Freak, and it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
You know, getting back to Devin Harris, he can really help you, but you want to do one thing, limit his minutes. 11 full seasons under his belt. Slender in build, it's best to play him around half the game if you can.
Dallas leading by 15. Matthews with it, out-defended by Freak. Matthews left side. Morris with the rebound.
You know, talking about the veteran Harris, his quickness was still apparent last season, and his skill set was a good fit for Coach Carlisle's flow offense. I mean, this guy's been around a long time, and there are very few that are quicker than him with the ball.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Parsons on the wing. Here's Nowitzki. Hands the 12-footer.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Matthews.
Move the ball.
Freak with it. Offensive rebound. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in. Tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and three-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
And talking about Eric Bledsoe, he took on a lot more responsibility last season, Greg, especially after the trades in Phoenix. He became the main focal point of their offense.
And you know what? It was his first year of kind of being the man. Signed the big contract coming into the season, and now there's a responsibility that goes with being the go-to guy. Eric has the talent to shine, though, in that role.
Nowitzki gets a wide-open look. Another three for Dallas.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Freak kicks to Chandler. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Comes up empty down low.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Suns trail by 15. The dish to Freak. Chandler with the screen on Matthews. Freak. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead. Let's look at some numbers for Freak. 9 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancer.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Williams passes to Matthews. Shot clock at 6. For 3. Dallas again missing.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Morris with a screen on Parsons. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Chandler with the block. And here's Freak. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed play.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. It was up.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Wesley Matthews. He was the steady and reliable hand throughout the game tonight, stepping into more of a leadership role in this performance tonight.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening.